All right, we got a car in today. It's a 1970 Skylark. The customer wants us to get it ready for sale. So last time it's run was about a year and a half. The flatbed tow truck just dropped it off this morning. We ran to the store to grab some supplies. We have the usual carb cleaner, starter fluid. We bought a filter, and we noticed that it didn't have a fuel pump. So we got a fuel pump, which surprisingly, Huss Brothers actually had a fuel pump, because I don't think part stores these days actually carry this stuff.
And the stuff for the distributor.
Yeah, and the condenser and the points, which Andrew doesn't know what points look like, so I'm gonna show him. So we got the battery installed. So now it's just a matter of, we'll pull the air cleaner off, put the fuel pump in, and then we might just do a roadkill style and put the intake, or not the intake, but
Fuel?
No,
Fuel pump?
The supply line, in the fuel tank, and see if it actually fires up. So it's your typical Buick 350. It says it's a 350 two barrel. I assume the two on the air cleaner means two barrel. That's an AC car. It's not too bad a shape. Why don't you go ahead and pull the air cleaner off? So it looks like someone rebuilt this carburetor at one point. It's really not, doesn't look too dirty. It doesn't look like the rest of the motor. But as you can see here, there is no fuel pump. So let's try and let's put that in next. There's a little bit of some black widows here, spiders. This is our fuel pump. Looks pretty standard. What do you think? You think it'll fire?
I think it'll fire.
Think
I
so?
don't know.
Alright, go ahead and try it.
Ready?
Yep.
Backfire.
Try it again. Run. All right, go ahead. Give it again. Start it again. I'll work the throttle. Keep going. Go ahead. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me plug this
leak?
vacuum port. What's that?
Is it a vacuum leak?
What's that?
Vacuum leak?
No, there's a vacuum leak. Well, that hose that you pull off the carb.
Uh-huh.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I am going to run a line from that port vacuum to the distributor, so it'll give it some vacuum advance. Fire up again. I think your timing's off. Do it again.
Huh?
I think your timing's off.
Ready?
Yep. Do it again. I think it needs to be time. Do it again.
You want it again?
Yeah. Sounds like it hasn't ran in a while. Yeah, I know. Carburetor's not doing too hot. some throw on the carburetor. Yep. Go ahead.
What's that clicking?
Huh?
What's that? The clicking.
I don't know. Do it again. Do it again. Stop. Too high in the float.
Oh, it's floating?
Yep. Look new.
Yeah.
They're not wet, so. All right. Go ahead. Degrees. Got the vacuum advance. So it's pretty good. Maybe a little bit over what it needs to be, but it's not bad. So it's good. Hot? So it's good, yeah. So you think it's carburetor? Yeah. Either have the points of the weak coil or weak point.
me a rag? Clean one?
Yeah. Oh, that's I see some of the hardware. Didn't like that. Let me back the timing off a little bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call points. I'll grab that new set we got. See how it's all worn out? It's rubbing. That's called a. I think it's called a rubbing block.
Want to change this out too?
Yeah. My guess is the ignition is not doing what it's supposed to do. All right, there you go. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and purdy. You got some motor loop?
There you go.
Damn, that's tiny. That's a baby coil. Look at that. That's a traditional size coil. I've never seen a coil this small. Oops. It's weird. Huh. Interesting. And they even put tape around it.
That one had tape too, I think.
They did.
Do they rattle or something? Or what?
This part just didn't fit well from the factory. So, you were.
Yeah, go ahead.
Things are on pretty smooth. What's that? Yeah. Now the big test is, does it go on dry? Will it back up and go forward?
Check the transmission.
Hot?
Transmission.
What's the one that we're going? No. Really? What? Did you ask me if I did that?
Just to plug it, I don't know.
So we need to hook up the supply line for the fuel. I don't know what the tank looks like. What I'll do is I'll scoop it with the
Let's go and see. What's it look like? Can you see it?
Not yet. Looks pretty clean.
Does it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I feel good about that. Yeah. We switch cameras.
It's like too good to be true.
Yeah. Can you shake the tank? Or shake the parts? Alright. It's actually pretty full too.
Sweet.
Okay. My guess is the lines are probably rotted though. Because by judging by what the front lines look like, I moved them and they just cracked. All right, we're back at it this morning. Yesterday, we finished up with the brakes, and we didn't actually do them. We just checked them. Checked the front brakes,
Front and rear.
and the rear. We changed the fuel lines because they were hard and cracked, so we don't want that being an issue moving forward. Today, what we're gonna be focused on is I need to just double check the timing. I need to set the idle mixture screws. I'll use a vacuum gauge for that. Have you ever seen me do that before? No. I'll show you how to do that. And then basically clean the engine bay, clean the windows, just make it presentable. And then take it for test drive. Oh, we need to add a quarter of training fluid, right? Add a quarter of training fluid, and then
Put air cleaner on.
put the air. We bought a new air cleaner today, so that's another thing we have to do.
You said clean the engine bay already?
Yeah, clean the engine bay. I mean, we can't really take it too far because the tires are pretty jacked up. They're pretty cracked. Shit. They're pretty cracked, so, but I do want to test drive it. And then, so we'll turn it around.
We got a spare, just in case.
Yeah. We'll turn it around and then get it cleaned up and then take it for a spin after we do all the things that we just discussed. All right, let's do it. All right, so this is a cold start.
Let me close the truck.
Yeah, since we last ran it was yesterday. So we'll see how it runs. Runs damn good.
Will it go on a drive? Or reverse, I mean? Oh.
This thing must have the choke adjusted pretty well. Because it's fired right up. So I pumped it 20 times. definitely needs like a high energy ignition system.
Mm-hmm.
It still has a little shake to it.
Either that or it's cold.
Well, it is actually cold because you just hose it down. Like I didn't even hit the gas.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Oh, nice. That's why it took a little bit longer.
Yeah. All right, it's time for a test drive. You know, there's a good chance that one of us might be walking back
Why?
because of the tires.
Oh, yeah. We'll see.
We'll have to Rochambeau
Mm-hmm.
for who's gonna walk. I mean, it's super smooth.
Besides the tires.
Besides the
we
tires.
got tires.
I feel like what, Fred Flintstone. These brakes, man.
Sounds like metal on metal.
It does. But we know they're not because we just checked it. And you said the front pads were pretty new, right?
Mhm.
They're pretty new. So that was 30 right there. Yeah, this thing's a cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
That's better.
Right or left?
I'll take a left. My happy mark.
There's a car.
It has a little tiny shake to it. I think,
From the motor?
yeah, a little bit. I think it's because when they put the plugs in, I don't think they gapped them.
Oh.
It looked like they had a 45 thousandths gap, and that would be usually something you would see on a high energy ignition system.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a high energy ignition system.
No.
So this probably needs to be about 25.
I see.
So I think what we should do is, when we get back, one of us will change the battery cable and then gap the plugs
Mm-hmm.
to 25 thou. I think that'll help because it has a little mist to it. Brakes better.
Does it?
Yeah, you don't hear me anymore.
Not really.
Knock
No.
the dust off the crust, I should say. No, this is a base model. It doesn't have the gauges. It just has a gas gauge
Or a
and
clock.
They're all just
Usually, do they have clocks or no?
sometimes depending on where the trim level. But it has just idiot lights for the temperature
Oh, yeah.
and the oil, the generator. Ride's good. I can see myself driving somebody else to work every day. I'm serious.
Way smoother. And it doesn't rattle.
Yeah.
Or a little bit, but not.
But this is a cruiser. I mean, it drives effortlessly. It's like we're going back in time to the 70s.
Like you're bringing the past to the future.
Yeah. I just wish we had the gas prices in the 70s. doors. So if you wanted to take your buddies, everybody has a door.
Everybody has a door.
Everybody has a door. It's crazy how quiet it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a freaking Cadillac.
Usually everything we own is loud.
Huh?
I said usually everything we own is loud.
Yeah. Shocks are pretty good too.